Hi kids, this is Wahima. Welcome back. So as always, you want to start with a clean, moisturized face. And to prep and prime my skin today, I'm going to be using Naked Skin by Urban Decay. It's their beauty balm. And I love this primer because I feel like it preps my skin and gets it ready for my foundation. I'm going to be adding a little bit of lip conditioner by MAC just to keep my lips moisturized during this process. And what do you know, my camera stopped recording, so you don't get to see me actually putting on my foundation, but I used my Makeup Forever and I used my MAC and I blended the two colors together using my flat Sonia Kashuk brush, stippling brush. I went on ahead and applied the makeup all over my face. Then onto my corrector in Pure Orange. I'm going to add that underneath my eyes. And then Deep Brown I'm going to use to contour my cheeks. And I start the contour at my jaw hinge, and I kind of suck in my cheeks a little bit so I can trace where I'm going to add the contour so that it looks like it's sunken in. And I'm going to use my Ilamasa brush to blend out that contour. And now I'm going to use again Pure Orange to highlight my contour. So Pure Orange I use for two different reasons. I use it as a highlighter and I also use it as a corrector for dark spots underneath my eyes. It's really a very versatile product. It's a very simple, very subtle contour. Now I'm using a little bit of my sheer compressed powder to set the corrector that's underneath my eyes. Moving on to my eyebrows, I have my MAC concealer in NW50 and I just use my MAC brush, concealer brush, to outline my eyebrows to the shape that I want them to be. So really I'm just highlighting the shape that they are using my concealer, and what it does is it makes it look as though you've just gotten your eyebrows done if the area around your eyebrows is a little bit lighter. It gives it more shape, it pops them out more, and I'm using my Powderist by Revlon to shade in my eyebrows, just give them a little bit more of a thick appearance, a fullness, not thick, fullness. Using my angled MAC brush in 266. Okay, now once I'm done filling them in or giving them a fullness look, I'm going to blend out the concealer so that it's not so obvious, that it's a subtle look. And then I'm going to blend down the concealer that's on the under part of my eye just to give it more of a base when I add my highlighter on later. Now I'm using my eyeshadow primer. It's by Too Faced, just applying that all over the lid. I'm going to start with a color from MAC that is a matte color. I don't know the name of it, and I'm just going to use this color as my transition. It's sort of a navy blue, but it's a little bit lighter than that. And using an angled stippled brush from Sonia Kashuk, I'm going to add on the color Brick Red by MAC, and this is just, I feel like red or reds in the orange color is a nice complementary to blue, so I'm just going to use it to make the blue stand out. I can't even think of the right word, but this part you don't have to do if you don't want to, if you don't have an orange to put on your eyes, but I think it goes lovely with this contrast. Contrast is the navy blue that I'm using from MAC, and I'm applying it now in layers to my lid and up to where my transition color is, and even a little bit above it. And don't be afraid of contrast. I pack it on just as much as I want it on there. I love it. I think it's a shimmer or a velvet, so it isn't quite matte, so it has a little bit of shine to it. And I think it's such a pretty color on my skin, and I think that the brick red underneath it just makes it pop. So I'm going ahead and blending it out a little bit, blending it up. And now I'm gonna go in with another color called Club. And Club is one of my other favorite matte colors. It's a green. I'm just gonna apply that above the contrast and the other transitional color that I don't know the name of. I'm just gonna blend that out, blend it up and in. And this one adds a nice sort of a peacock effect when you add these two colors together. Love it. So now I'm going to be using two colors for my crease. I'm going to be using Carbon by MAC and Black Tie by MAC. Now Carbon is very dense and thick. It is it's like pitch black. Whereas Black Tie is black that has a little bit of sparkle in it, like not a gold, a silver sparkle, and it isn't so dense. And you'll see what I mean later when I add the Carbon versus the Black Tie. You'll see that it's almost like if I wet it, it would be eyeliner. That's how thick it is. Okay, as I get up close, you can see that sort of thick, dense line of black. That is Carbon, and all the blending around it, that is Black Tie. Works very nicely together. So now I'm gonna use Woodwinked, which I can never remember the name of, as my highlighter, and I'm just gonna apply that right on top, right below my eyebrow. And I've already blended out the concealer color that's there, so it's just going to allow Hoodwink to stand apart and pop from my my highlighting area. If you're not comfortable with putting a highlighter on, then you can just put a lighter color that doesn't have any shimmer with it. But I love the shimmer. I think I'm gonna use this word again, but I think it adds dimension to my eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to set my face using my Sonia Kashuk multi-purpose brush and using MAC's translucent Prep and Prime powder just all over my face, avoiding my eyes. Now I'm going to add a little bit of color to the bottom lash line of my eye. I believe the color that I'm adding is Club, but don't quote me. And also, if you want to add contrast to the bottom to give it a more of a nighttime smoky look, you're more than welcome to add a navy to the bottom. I wouldn't do black because I feel like if you're doing a navy, you don't need black at the bottom. But if you are doing the super smoky, go on ahead and use the Carbon or the Black Tie. I recommend the Black Tie. So now I have a pencil by Urban Decay, and I can't remember the name of the pencil right now, but I'm gonna put it in the description box later, and that is what I'm using to line my eyes with. I love Urban Decay's pencil. It's super creamy and it goes on very smooth. So for those of you who are scared to use liquid liner, if you can find Urban Decay's black, just straight up black or maybe noir eyeliner, I think it would be good for the beginners because it goes on, like I said, very smooth, and that's what I love. My friend Marlene, though, she says that she wouldn't spend $20 on an eyeliner because she says that she can find great eyeliners for cheaper at places like Ricky or drugstores. I haven't had that experience, but if that's your experience, then use the eyeliners that you're comfortable with. I don't want you guys to spend unnecessary money on product that you don't have to. So I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and add a little bit of mascara. I'm using They're Real by Benefit, and it's a little sample, but I love it. And what I love about this is at the top of the brush, it has sort of barbs sticking out. And I'm sure that there are other mascaras that have this barb sort of situation happening on their brush, but this is the first that I've been given, and this was free. So I was pleasantly surprised. And what the barbs do is it's easier to get into the center and to the edges of your lashes and to apply the mascara there. It makes it very nice and even. So now I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter to my tear duct area, and this is the same, this is Woodwinked, the same highlighter I use underneath my brow. And again, putting it there to make the corners of my eyes pop, give it a little dimension. And this blush is called Love Thing, and it's by MAC. I'm also going to add it to my T-zone, to my chin, and to my forehead because I want to give my face a rosier look. I'm going to go over it with some Stubborn as well. To line my lips, I'm using Foxy Lady. Ugh, I need to sharpen that, looks gross. Okay, all better. I'm using Foxy Lady to line my lips with. And this is traditionally an eyeliner, but I'm using it as a lip liner because I like the color. And then I'm gonna add, as you can maybe have already guessed, yeah, my Black Metal Dahlia by OCC. Love it. And last time I used this, I put it with black eyeliner, and so this is the look when I use it with a red eyeliner. That sort of matches it. I love it. And that's it. I'm ready to take on the world. I feel like it's a nice, simple, smoky eye that you can do during the day, up close and from far away. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Fix Plus, which is going to help set the makeup all over. And I'm going to use my beauty sponge to go on ahead and sop up some of that wetness, or you could just let it dry naturally if you want to. For video purposes though, I wanted it to be dry already. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoy the videos. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I love your support. I love your comments. So here's a before shot, and then here's an after shot. Thank you so much, and please subscribe, tell your friends. Have a nice day. Bye.